slips away from us. Who wants to live forever? Who wants to live forever? I walked across an empty land and knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old, I need something to rely on. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Turn down the light and turn down the bed and turn down these voices inside my head. Lay down with me and tell me no lies. Just hold me close, don't patronize. Don't. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. And no, you haven't made your mind up yet, but I can never do you wrong. And known it from the moment that we met, no doubt in my mind where you belong. But I'm in the trees, I'm in the breeze, my footsteps on the ground. You'll see my face in every place, but you can't catch me now. Through the waiting grass, the months will pass, you'll see me all around. I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere, but you can't catch me now. No, you can't catch me now. Love, love is a verb. Love is a doing word. Fearless on my breath, gentle impulsion shakes me, makes me later. Fearless on my breath, teardrop on the fire. Fearless on my breath. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move, and then hear my heart burst again. When you were here before, I couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. I wish I was special. You're so very special, but I'm a creep and I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here, and that's what's going on. Nothing's fun, I'm torn, I'm all out of faith, and this is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. Pull you underneath the slumber, into the light before the thunder. Tell me, is there any wonder about where we stand? Little honey in the summer, fell in love with Hunter, but I can't help this. I see the parties and the diamonds sometimes when I close my eyes. 6 months of torture you sold, some forbidden paradise. I loved you truly. You gotta laugh at the stupidity, 'cause I've made some real big mistakes. You make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart. You made me look so naive. The way you sold me for parts as you sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, fame. Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with a song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. There's no time for us, there's no place for us. What is this thing that builds our dreams, yet slips away from us? to rely on. When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway, like a lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more, like a flower bending in the breeze. Bend with me, sway with ease. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Turn down the light and turn down the bed and turn down these voices inside my head.
Good evening, my beautiful beings, and welcome to the Friday night show. I hope all of you are having the most magical start to your weekend. I'm certainly starting it right in my world, being here with you and all of you glorious beings. Thank you so much for this absolutely loads. I immediately can't speak is what I've just discovered. Thank you so much for the immediate onslaught of love that I am seeing in chat. Hello, everybody. Should we start again? And I'll actually try and talk. Wow, cannot construct a sentence to save my life. Let's hope I can sing. Perhaps I'll just have to stop talking immediately and burst into song. Metal Hoof, thank you so... Now, am I supposed to say hoof? Hoof. Or hoof? I think it's hoof. In the UK, I think we say hoof. What do we say? Hoof. Oh gosh, I think it's hoof. Metal hoof. It all sounds wrong now. What's happened to me? Thank you for 10 months of resubscribing. You say thank you for the wings. Thank you, Metal Hoof, for 10 months of your incredible support. Daja, good evening. Thank you so much for your 6th month of resubscribing and using your Twitch Prime here. Bless your face. Thank you so much. Hoof knows has made to raid. Exactly. Beautifully said. Made to raid. Thank you for bestowing a pair of wings upon Jilly Bean. Maid, how's your week been? How's work been? I'm so happy to see you. Ida Barra, thank you for your 33rd month of resubscribing. You are quite phenomenal. Bless your face. Forza, thank you for that 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Dad, for that 100-bit cheer. With a message from Georgie! Georgie says, sending love streaming from Prague. Have a great show. Love, George and Tom. Oh, both of you, hi! Georgie and Tom are two of my wonderful climbing friends, and they are right now on what looks like the most incredible trip in Prague, doing an insane amount of climbing. Boys, have you had a rest day? Have you let your muscles recovered? And are your hands okay? Do you still have any skin? George, how's your head? I saw a video today of George doing a pull-up in what looked like a bat cave, and slamming his head with audible force into the ceiling. Are you okay? Can you see? Are you damaged? It looked like a really hard bump. I was really worried watching that. I was in the middle of a climb, so I was at the climbing gym, so I didn't really watch it, but I'm sure it was audibly terribly loud. Made to raid, thank you for bestowing a pair of wings upon Forza. Bless your face, Made to raid. Good evening, you beautiful beings. Boris, how are you, my angel? And Angie, my angel of music. Good evening, Io Cowles, the chairman of the Venus World Repair Fund. Hello, my darling bean. Georgie says, I'm still breathing. Well, that's the main thing. Is everything else working? Are you functioning? Can you speak? Don't fall asleep is what I've always heard after a bump on the head, but at some point you have to, so that's maybe bad advice. Honey, my sunshine soul, hello my lovely. How are all of you beautiful beings? Mustard19, Matt M33, Lex, we have got Dracolic as well. So many beautiful beings. Now, if I have missed any of you, please do keep yelling hi at me till I have the pleasure of seeing you. Okie Cat Ox, it's a pleasure to have you here, Bigly Japito. Bless your face. Monkey Manu, my angel. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Hello to Talisman TV. It's a pleasure to have you here too. Baldy, good evening. And Arameus, bless your face. All right, you beautiful beans. Are you ready to kick off things this evening? Should we pick the very first song of the stream on this fine Friday night? Baldy, thank you for that 100-bit cheer. Bless your face. Thank you so much. Oliver Real, hello, my darling. How are you, sweetheart? All right, you beauties. So Nitty, good evening, my sweet bean. The first song of the stream tonight, I think we've got to kick off with some Massive Attack. This is Teardrop. All right, you beautiful beans. Let's fade out the fog and bring in some live music.
Love is a doing what feels on my breath. Gentle impulsion shakes me, makes me later. Feels on my breath. Teardrop on the fire, feels on my breath. Night of matter, black flowers blossom, feels on my breath. Black flowers blossom, feels on my breath. Teardrop on the fire, feels on my breath. Water is my eye, most faithful mirror, feels on my breath. Teardrop on the fire of a confession, feels on my breath. Most faithful mirror, feels on my breath. Teardrop on the fire, feels on my breath. I'm stumbling a little. I'm stumbling a little. Love, love is a vow. Love is a doing what feels on my breath.
very first song of the stream this evening. That was Teardrop by Massive Attack. Good evening, Saj. What a pleasure it is to see you. How are you? How is the missus? It's a pleasure to have you here with us this evening. Nomi, how are you doing, my darling bean? Splattercat, I am so happy to see you. Bless your face. How are you doing? Let me have a little read here of your catch-up. Oh, no. Oh, I am so sorry to read that. You can keep your morale up. You've got me and the beans here to try and keep you smiling, my darling bean. Bless your face. I'm sending you so much love. You are at 5,143 streams of my cover of Saturn. Splattercat, you are just an absolutely phenomenal bean. Thank you so much. Hello, Dominique. How are you, my sweet? It's a pleasure to see you. Agent Alpaca, bless your face. Maxi Max. Anyone else that I've missed, please do keep yelling hi at me to have the pleasure of seeing your glorious self before my very eyes. Oliver Reel, it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. Right, my beauties, I'm going to play to you now for the second song of the stream, the first original song of the stream. And the first original song of the stream tonight is going to be A Million Voices with the full production. It's been a hot minute since I played this with the full production. So here we go, beautiful beans. Getting off this Friday night with a partying start. Here we go. This is A Million Voices.
Sometimes I feel like I am just another drop in the water, like I can't separate myself from the faces of a million others. With every step I'm treading in the footprints of those who came before me, and now inside I'm dreading that every word I write is just a copy. So the darkness creeps inside, then it spreads into my mind. Oh, the darkness creeps inside, then it spreads into my mind. Set me apart from a million other voices. Choose me above all that you see. Please don't hold me responsible for my choices. They don't belong to me. When I hear my melodies in someone's writing, and I don't know why I'm frightened of someone else out there like me succeeding. The funny thing I've learned from fears, if you let it in and face it, it gets smaller. So I sit with it and hear it, peaceful in the chaos and disorder. I let the darkness creep inside, I let it spread into my mind. I let the darkness creep inside, I let it spread into my mind. It's to set me apart from a million other voices. Choose me above all that you don't hold me responsible for my choices. They don't belong to me. Don't belong to me. And I fear next to yours that my light won't be seen shining. just not room for two. But as the cheer, the applause began to lead to my knee, that I'm stronger thanks to you, and it sets me apart from a million other voices, makes me at one with all I see, 'cause I am so irresponsible for my choices, and only it sets me apart from a million other voices, that makes me at one with all I see, 'cause I am so irresponsible for my choices, and only and
The first original song of the stream on this fine Friday night. That was A Million Voices, an original of mine that is released. If you want to listen to it, you can as many times as you like on Spotify, Amazon Music, all the major musical streaming platforms. Hello, Mark Spudsy Barrett. It's a pleasure to have you here. Papa Bear, how are you doing, my darling Joanna and Razor Blades? Hi, my darling Beans. Wonder Biscuit, thank you so much for your 4th month of resubscribing. And hello, Infrared Spectre. It's a pleasure to have you here. You say, hi, Venus. I'm surprised you're streaming tonight, especially with week 1 till Moonsong release. Also, I love your dress. I don't think I've seen that colour before. Infrared Spectre, thank you so much. Bless your face. Yes, tonight, isn't tonight the full moon? Is it tonight? I think it is, which feels very magical that we've got Moonsong coming out precisely a week from today. And I do have some plans tonight, actually, with the moon being full. Some plans that might involve my camera. Lukey says that full moon and the longest day, and what a beautiful day we've had for it as well. It's been boiling hot here in the UK. It's been so gorgeous. Oh my God, we are just drinking it up. We've been so deprived of this kind of weather here in the UK that this is just honestly feels like we've died and gone to heaven. Right. M. Sarge says we just had our shortest day. M. Sarge, remind me where you are. Are you in New Zealand? Am I remembering that correctly? I think I am remembering that correctly, but perhaps not. New Zealand. I did remember it. Oh my God. Wow. Well done, memory. I'm very impressed with myself. I don't usually have a very good memory. Maybe it's getting better as I age. Maybe I've got reverse aging memory. I'd like that. Dominique says, my hair saga ended successfully. I had to dye it myself, but it came out great. Oh, good. I was wondering about that, Dominique. You say, I haven't had hair this short since I was little, but I love it. I hope you have a great weekend, V. Dominique, I would love to see it. If you want to share a picture in the Discord, I would so love to see your hair. I also had a hair saga today, Dominique. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I've gone a shade darker. My hair, because it's had, from here down, it used to be blonde. And I dyed it back to my natural colour a year ago. So I've still got, this much has got blonde underneath. And so when I go out in the sun and the sea, which I obviously did a lot in my holiday in Sicily, all of the brown hair dye comes out and it goes back to blonde. So I had almost completely blonde down here. So I had a hair dyeing saga of myself, of my own today, Dominique. And it went awry, actually. It went quite awry. The dye I bought was a shade darker than I usually buy because I thought, you know what, I'll go a shade darker and perhaps it will last a little bit longer because it's fading out so fast at the moment with all this sunshine. So I went a shade darker, but the bottom of my hair, which has the blonde in it, is much more porous. So it sucked in the hair dye. And the very bottom of my hair was almost black after I dyed it. So I had to wash it 5 times. And each time I washed it, the water was still brown. It was still, the hair dye was still coming out because it just sucked in so much at the bottom. Anyway, it's okay now. But it was a bit of a saga. Although saying that, the whole thing didn't last very long because I only left the dye in for like 10 minutes, but it was so strong that it just took immediately. It was more the washing and the drying that was the saga and the styling. But it was all actually quite fun. I enjoyed it. I always find it a very hectic experience. I always do my own hair. Very rarely will I visit a hair salon. Because I'm just going to say, I've been screwed over by hair salons one too many times, where I've just come away so disappointed and having spent hundreds of pounds to get your hair done. As a woman, at least in the UK, is way more expensive than man haircuts, no matter the length. And even if you're just going in for a tiny trim, it costs so much. Double for a woman, generally, what it is for a man, which is crazy, because if you go in literally to get an inch off your hair, it's no different. But anyway, that aside, I've had so many experiences where I've gone to a salon and I've been so excited to get it done professionally, and I've come away so disappointed because they've just messed it up so dramatically. I did have one lady dye my hair. She was trying to make it a dark blonde, and she dyed it black and purple. I don't know how she did it. Patchy black and purple. It was abysmal. I went to get a full head of highlights, which was one of the most painful experiences. I've got a quite high pain threshold, and this woman who put in my highlights pulled at my hair with every fibre of her being. Angrily. She was very unfriendly whilst doing it. She was angry with me for some reason. She was just, and I hadn't gone in there and said a word that she had no reason to be angry with me. I just went in there and she was pulling, maybe she was just angry with life. She was pulling my hair and it just was terrible. It looked so bad. The highlights were awful. They barely showed, and it had been such an expensive thing to do. And I remember it just being so disappointing. Anyway, so all that being said, also many times of going in, not so many times actually of getting a bad haircut. Maybe a few, but not terrible. But so many times where I've gone to a hair salon for a dye job, and it's just been so bad. Maybe once it was successful, but even then I think it was pretty average. Actually no, the time it was really good was when I went ginger, and I went to a hair salon, a really lovely hair salon, and they dyed my hair ginger, and it was beautiful, and they did a great job. But other than that, I've been pretty disappointed. So I do it all myself, and I cut it myself, and I style it myself, and the only thing I think I'd treat myself to at a hair salon probably now would be to go get a professional blow dry. That's all that, you can't go wrong with that. It's always fun, it's always magical. But I've only had that a couple of times in my life because I can do it all myself. It just seems like an absolute waste of money. It's so expensive to go get your hair done. So I just do it myself and have a lot of fun with it. And you know what? Most of the time it goes okay. There are sometimes some bumps along the road. And yes, I have fried my hair off before. I've done it all. I was like 15 years straight bleaching my hair myself, and in that time there was some big mishaps. There was some full-on I fried my hair moments, and there was some I've dyed my hair accidentally bright orange/yellow moments, and there were some patchy moments, but now at this point I'm very good at dyeing hair, and would trust myself to, if I wanted to dye my hair any colour. I don't want to, because I don't want to damage my hair. I'm going to keep it brunette for now, anyway. I'm just so enjoying having healthy hair. Oh, it's so good. After having years and years of just bleaching my hair the whole time and it just being on the verge of snapping, having it just be healthy all the time, it's such a treat. Me too, Dominique. Do you watch Brad Mondo? Because I am a big fan of watching Brad Mondo watching bleach fails. Endlessly entertaining for me. I love it because I've been there so many times. I can relate so hard. Luke says, I did the orange on purpose once. Well, it's a vibe. It's a vibe, Luke, and I don't judge that at all. I remember once as a teenager dyeing, one of my friends has really long, thick, beautiful hair, beautiful natural blonde as well. but like a dark blonde, and she wanted me and my friend to dye her hair blonde, and her hair was so thick, and it was virgin hair, it'd never been dyed before, and I remember the colour of her hair being the most like, not like a beautiful ginger, but like a horrible orange, like not anything that could resemble natural ginger hair, just this crazy, fake, terrible looking yellowy orange. And I think it took something like 3 or 4 bleaches to get her hair light. And we did in the end do it, but it was so tragic the first time, and she had such gorgeous hair, so much of it, just like the thickest hair you've ever seen, thick, shiny, sleek, straight, beautiful natural blonde hair that we absolutely annihilated. But she's got very fast growing hair, and it was like unbelievably fast. Like, she's the luckiest woman ever. Oh my god. So it didn't take long for her to fix it when she wanted to grow it out. But oh my god, we did some things to some hair in our teens, let me tell you that. Dominique says, I once had a hairdresser give me highlights, but I looked like a bee. Oh no, were they thick, stripy highlights? Well, once upon a time, that was a vibe, you know. Once upon a time, the thick, chunky, stripy highlights, I want to say the early 2000s, or was it the late 90s? It was just a vibe. It was something that was done. Yeah, Spatica says, my hair is brown and I used to wear it spiky. I would get it dyed blonde, and when the brown grew back in, I looked like a hedgehog. Oh my god, that's such a cute look. I know exactly the look that is, and I think it's so cute. Beaver Bear says, made to raid spreads magic dust around Venus World, and the magic dust found you. Hang on, what was that in reply to Agent Alpaca? I've missed things. I don't know what's going on. Made to raid bestowed a pair of wings upon Agent Alpaca. That's what that's relating to. Made to raid, you're just amazing. Made to raid is honestly the guardian angel of all of us. I truly believe that. I think Made to Raid was sent here to just bring joy to people's lives. Right, so anyway, hair talk aside, I had a fun hair day, and so did Dominique, and we want to talk about it. We're just being super girly. Okay. Dominique says, hair photo in Discord in case you missed it. Thank you so much, Dominique. I cannot wait to see that. I'm so excited. Right, a song. What do I do here? We're not just the hair channel, are we? That'd be fun though. That'd be fun if we were. Imagine if I was just a hair channel and all I did was dye my hair. It'd be so much fun. My hair would fall out though. It'd be really bad for it, wouldn't it? Just dyeing it endlessly. Saying that, there's a YouTuber I watch who is exactly that. And she just dyes her hair for her job. I don't know how she has any hair left. But she does. So she finds a way. Life always finds a way. Name that movie. Splattercat says, Venus, there are a couple of funny bits messages you missed. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for alerting that to my attention. Baldy said, hair is so overrated. Baldy, I love that. And Iolkel says, easier or harder than faking dyeing your blue hair? That was. No, you know what? That was really easy. That was compared to dyeing my hair. That was easy because it was just wigs. So it was a challenge. It was a challenge still. It did take me 2 takes, but just the fact that I could just take the wigs off and there was none of the emotional. There's always quite a lot of emotional stress when you're doing your own hair. At least for me, there is. It's fun, but also there's like a lot of tension. And also, I feel like in the past, I've done my hair at sort of points in my life that are maybe more challenging or emotional, and so I kind of relate back to those moments where I'm just happy as Larry and not doing my hair in an emotional moment, but it sort of brings me back to those moments. I think I just now associate doing a hair change with possibly being in a more emotional state, which I think a lot of girls can relate to. I think it's a real girly thing to do. It's like when you're having a hard time, if you go through a breakup, you just like cut all your hair off and dye it, or if you're just feeling super stressed out and you need a change in your life, you cut off all your hair and you dye it. And maybe boys do that too, but I know it's certainly a common thing for girls. And so now when I'm dyeing my hair and I'm not going through something, I still kind of feel stressed as if I am because of all the times I was before when doing that to my hair. So maybe a bit of maybe it resurfaces a bit of trauma. So mildly traumatized, but also having a good time. That's the general hair dyeing experience. Maid to Ray says, just don't do your fringe bangs in an emotional state. I have, and I've messed them up. The first time I cut my own fringe, or bangs, depending on where you're from, I was 4 years old or something, tiny weenie, and I thought the closer to the head you were, the more of a fringe you get. So I remember grabbing this whole tuft of hair like this, cutting it right here, and then just having this little bit of hair poking up at the front. I hadn't quite understood the physics of cutting hair. And so I had this little fringe stuck up like that. But I loved it. I didn't see any problem with it. I remember not as a kid, I was just like, that's fine, that's great, I've done it. I did the thing I set out to do. I also remember on many occasions plaiting my entire head of hair all over in the most messy, unsymmetrical plaits. I've done stuff. My hair's had a life. Bongo Baggins, it's a pleasure to have you here. You say you just use clippers with the grade 1 guard when your head gets itchy. Fashion happens to other people. You know what? That's a vibe too. That's a look, and I appreciate it. I always like that. A close sort of cut with clippers. It's nice. So no shade against that. I like it. Also, can be pretty high fashion. So go you. Okay. What am I doing? I'm on such a hair tangent, Beans. I've got to quickly start singing, so I stopped talking about hair because I could all night. Okay. Next song of the stream on this fine Friday night. It's because I'm in a Friday evening mood and I'm feeling social and chatty. I'm going to play for you. Let's go for... Right, I'm looking at what you've all requested. Maid to Raid, you've made a request. Hell yes. Hell yes, I'll play your request. Maid to Raid has asked for Front Porch, which I'm wondering is perhaps inspired by the presence of our darling Lukey Poo. There are no wrong roads, and the window stays closed. Love is always said when it fades. The glass is better stained anyway. If never you find what you're looking for, come on back to the front porch. Say my name through the screen door. Come on back to the front porch. Whatever you've done, it doesn't matter, 'cause darling, you're all a little splintered and battered. The light is on, what you're waiting for. Come on back. Come on back to the front porch. We carved a story in these boards, watching life go back and forth. You take it all for granted, then you leave. Then it takes a while to realize what you need. If never you find what you're looking for, come on back to the front porch. Say my name through the screen door. Come on back to the front porch. Whatever you've done, it doesn't matter, 'cause darling, we're all a little splintered and battered. The light is on, what you're waiting for. Come on back, come on back.
took the long way, looking for the shortcut to find out that this place was made of the best of. If never you find what you're looking for, come on back to the front porch. Say my name through the screen door. Oh, come on back to the front porch. Whatever you've done, it doesn't matter, 'cause darling, we're all a little splintered and battered. The light is on, what you're waiting for. Come on back, come on back to the front porch.
Front Porch by Joy Williams for Made to Rain and Lukey Poo. What absolute cutie pies they are. Right, coming up for you for the next one. I've got to just sing and sing again and sing again. I'm too chatty this evening to risk pausing too much in between songs. So let's quickly pick the next song without any gap. I think it's got to be an original. And the original that I think it's just got to be this one. We've got no choice. It has to be. This is Witness, with the full production. This one is released on my brand new album, The Hour That Turned Blue. So you can listen to this one as many times as you like. Also, you can watch the music video on YouTube. Made to Rain, thank you. 500 cheer, bless your face. Made, you're just such a cutie pie. Dadma, how are you doing, my darling? Right, anyone else that I've missed, please keep yelling hi at me. Honey, thank you for bestowing a pair of wings upon Bigly Chapito, you absolute angel. Bless your face.
I feel home in the rugged wood where the dark moss grows on snow. Turn my back on the city lights and I find myself alone. The water's cold, the trees are old, and there's time for me to find. I'm on my mind, drinking deep from the iron spring as I feel a stillness grow. See the light dance on Mayfly wings in the last of the sun's glow. The water's cold, the trees are old, and there's time for me to find. I'm on my mind, knowing yourself as the witness is the path to forgiveness. I'm on my mind, I feel home in a rugged wood where the dark moss grows on stone.
An original of mine, that one is called Witness, and you can listen to that one as many times as you like as it is released. Hello, good evening to anyone that's joined whilst I've been either singing or just nattering away. Thank you, Ghost Zero, for bestowing 5 pairs of wings upon our beans. Nate Breeze, Thanos V8, Head Shooter 1, Apollo Python, and Master Player are those lucky beings to receive the gift of flight. Thanks to Ghost Zero. Thank you for handing out 5 subs. Thank you, Jens Fiedler, for bestowing a pair of wings upon Ghost Zero. Jens, you're amazing. And thank you, Andy, for that 100-bit Tuesday. All aboard! Wait, oh God, Beans, you're not allowed. I didn't see that train. Andy, you've brought it to my attention, and now you're all of you get your butts into detention straight away. We're not allowed, especially on a Friday night. You all know the rules of a train on a Friday night, and that is a big no, a big no. That is just Fridays are train-free, famously train-free Fridays is what we call them. Famously train-free Fridays. It's catchy and it sticks, and you're all going against that right now. Rasputin, hello my darling bean. Keiko Walderrama, bless your face. Geeks, I see you, naughty bean. Geeks, you are just so amazing. Thank you for bestowing the gift of flight upon 10 separate beans, you absolute blooming angel. Dr. Gunfodder, Gato Skeeler, M by Rui Kura, The Logical Gopher, Toaster XD, Midoriya UK, Pandu 1986, Niuz, Eustace Repel, and Geo 1337 have all received the gift of flight. Thanks to you, Geeks. Thank you, Mate Raid, for that 100-bit Tuesday. We choose to ignore you. Sorry, V. Mate Raid is not good enough. Get your butt into detention right now, where you will actually be standing in the spotlight of shame. But also the spotlight of love. Boris, thank you for that 100-bit Tuesday. 1 detention ticket, please. I can't help but notice, Boris, that you said that with a huge smile on your face. I'm starting to think that I'm making detention far too fun. Ida Barra, thank you for that 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Baldy, for that 100-bit cheer. You say, whoops. And thank you to Hyper Haru for that 100-bit cheer. You beans are the cutest ever. Thank you, everybody, for all this love and magic and sweetness and kindness and cuteness. And oh, my heart could explode. It could explode. Anytime now it could explode. I'm so warm. And again, what a treat it is. I'm not complaining. I'm liking being warm, but I am extremely warm. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna right now, which I sort of am. I make this entire room, this is a big room, I make this whole room boiling hot. I do, even in the winter, I make it warm, but in the summer I make it like just unbearably hot. Mum and Dad can attest to that. They came in the studio last night and they were like, when was it last night? Yes, last night, and they were like, oh my God, it's so hot in here after I'd performed. Damonique, thank you for bestowing a pair of wings upon Moepinator. Thank you so much, beautiful Damonique, and Maxi Max, thank you for that 500-bit cheer. Bless your face. Right, okay, I need a drink of water. Let's just cool things down, shall we, a moment? Let's get a handle on ourselves. Let's take a deep breath, and let's vow to each other for no more naughtiness. Maxi Max, bless your face. You are so cute. Thank you for that 500-bit cheer. Also, our monthly sub number is still astronomically high. We are at 975 monthly subs. That is bonkers. Thank you for keeping it up right near the 1,000 mark for this entire month. You beans are incredible. The whole time I was away, we stayed up at 1,000 subs, and that is so bonkers. So thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. The subs just... It makes me feel so relaxed knowing that I've got near 1,000 subs in a month, being that this is my job. Seeing that number and seeing it there for a whole month is just the most wonderful and moving feeling to be supported like that by my community. So thank you for making me feel so relaxed and so happy and so supported. You beans are incredible. Okay, all right. Okay, now, we've got to move on from... We can't think about the train, because if we think about the train exists too much. Blueberry Mage, thank you so much for subscribing using your Twitch Prime. Bless your face. Thank you with all of my heart. Thank you, Walter, for your 18th month of resubscribing. Oh, my God. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime. You say, hello, Venus. Hello, Walter. How are you, my darling? Right. Hello, the real Dappy Doo. Dominique, thank you for bestowing 2 more pairs of wings upon our beans. Barbecue dry ribs and Limsor have both received the gift of flight, thanks to our beautiful bean, Dominique. Thank you so much. I so deeply appreciate these gifts, so thank you, beans. Okay, all right, let's go. Better sing a song. Better distract beans. It's time. Baldy, thank you for that 100-bit tree. You say, is there a train? I don't think so. Not that I've seen, not that I've heard of. No sirree Bob. I wonder what the origin is of no sirree Bob. Because I say it quite a lot, but I don't know where it stems from. Okay, all right, quick. Come on, Venus, think of a song. We'll have, okay. We're going to have, oh my god, again, it's been a hot minute since I've been able to play this. One of my favourite songs to play ever. One of my favourite covers in the world, in fact, to perform. This is a song by Joni Mitchell. It's called A Case of You, and I love it so much. Blueberry Mage says, is it Marge or Mage or May? I think it's Mage. Blueberry. Just Barry. Barry says, every time I lurk you, Venus, I always feel better regardless of how the day has been. I'm happy to be a new subscriber. Barry, thank you so much. I'm so touched by that. Bless your face. Thank you. Hello to Bath. It's a pleasure to have you here, and John Boy as well. Right. Oh, Closest Thing to Crazy is a great shout. I love that song. Beautiful song. Okay, here we go. Cool, this is a treat to be able to play this again. Just before our love got lost, you said, I am as constant as the northern star. And I said, constantly in the darkness, where's that at? If you need me, I'll be at the bar. In the back of a cartoon coaster, in the blue of the TV screen light, I drew a map of Canada, oh Canada, with your face sketched on it twice. Oh, you're my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, and I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet. I'm a lonely painter. I live in a box of paint. I'm frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those who ain't that afraid. I remember that time when you told me love was touching souls. Well, surely you've touched mine, 'cause part of you pours out of me in these lines from time to time. Oh, you're my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, but I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet. I met a woman, she had a mouth like yours. She knew your devils and your deeds, and she said, go to him,
Stay with him if you can, but be prepared to leave. Oh, you're my blood, you're my holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, but I could drink a case of you, darling, and I'd still be on my feet. Oh, I would still be on my feet.
A case of Yahoo! That is so cute. I wish it was called that. Maybe I'll write a song called A Case of Yahoo! Right. Beans, look everybody. Sit down, everybody. I see you. I see all this naughtiness. I was so into that song that I didn't see whilst I was singing. I was really involved in that. But I see now. Baldy, thank you for that £10 donation. Thank you so much. That is so kind. Thank you, Bast, for subscribing using your Twitch Prime. Thank you, Geeks, for bestowing 5 pairs of wings upon our beautiful beans. No to blame. Eliza later, Stoof96, Hustler DK, and Sister Scone. Thank you. Do you say scone or scone? If you say scone, spell it like with a W, so I can see that in chat. Scone, just spell it normally. If it's scone, spell it with a W in there. Just throw a W anywhere you like. I wonder what the majority is. Thank you so much, Geeks, for bestowing the 5 pairs. You are amazing. And then thank you to the uninvited guest for that 100-bit Tuesday. Did someone say hype train? Choo choo. No one said it, and no one's allowed to say it. Bass says scone. Iocal says scone. Maid Terrace says own the scone or own the scone. Which one is it, Maid Terrace? Is it own the scone or own the scone? I say scone. We are a scone household here in the Beaver household. Splattercat says schooner, a whole new thing. There is a great debate here in the UK about whether you should say scone or scone, and I believe that you should say it however you like to say it. I will say scone because I'm used to saying scone. Plus, I like to be able to say the joke. What's the fastest cake? Scone, because it's already gone. Like it's gone. I love that joke, and were I to say scone, I couldn't say that joke. So I'm going to stick to scone. Thank you, Prackar, for 9 months of resubscribing. Geek says, need to keep the train alive. No, you don't. You need to let the train wither, wilt, and perish. Not that I'm a train mass murderer, but I possibly am. Or at least a wannabe train mass murderer. Geeks, you're amazing. Thank you, Prackar. You say I love you so much. I love you too, sweet bean. Thank you also to my anonymous angel for bestowing 3 pairs of wings upon our beans. Is that my anonymous angel number 4? I think it is. The Epic T-Bird, Solar Defrag, and It's Just Grey. Thank you so much. They've all received the gift of flight. Michelle Smith, thank you for that 100-bit cheer, and Baldy for that 100-bit cheer. You say, whoops, not again. And then thank you to Blueberry Mage for bestowing a pair of wings upon 80 or 80. Thank you so much, Barry. And thank you, Made to Raid, for that 100-bit Tuesday, the rhyming one, of course. Have you met me? Well, I was assuming so. I was assuming you were saying scone. Yes, scone, because you said own. Yes, okay. Unless you were just doing a really strange poem where you put together words that would rhyme depending on how you pronounce them, but you pronounce them in a way that doesn't make them rhyme just to be unusual, which I'd be kind of into. Baldy says scone before you eat it, scone once you've eaten it. Scone, like it's going, scone. It's scone before you eat it, scone once you've eaten it. Well, I like that. And that way you can please both parties, both the scone pronouncers and the scone pronouncers, and anyone in between. Is there any other pronunciation? I don't think so. Unless someone says scone. A scone. I'm going to eat a scone or a scone. But that would just be wrong, and I would possibly have to say no, that's wrong. Or maybe not. Everyone, you know what? Say things how you want. You do you. I'm not going to say any pronunciation of anything's wrong. You just do. You pronounce things how you be individual. If you want to say sacon or sacone or scone or scone, you can do it. You've got my full permission anyway. Other people might judge you. Probably they will. People get very, very fiery about the scone debate here in the UK. Very fiery. Lots of people who believe their one is right and everything else is wrong. There's also a big debate about which one is the more posh one to say, at least here in the UK. And again, I don't know what the answer is to that. I don't know. I think the more posh one is scone, but it doesn't sound more posh. Scone sounds more posh, but I think that it's historically more posh to say scone. A little bit of English, possibly a little bit of English knowledge for you there, but also possibly very incorrect, factually incorrect, and historically incorrect knowledge. Just don't take my facts ever, because my facts are so often not backed up, and they're just sort of distant memories from a conversation I overheard at a bus stop, and that's about it. It's something I could research. What's the most posh way to say scone? But am I going to know? I'm not going to, if we're being serious. So anyway, I'm so chatty tonight. I can't even contain the urge not to chat. I can't contain the urge to chat. There we go. Right. A priority request for Baldy. Baldy would like me to play my brand new original Self-Doubt. Thank you, Baldy. I'm glad you like it. So here we go. This one's not yet released, as I've only just written this one. This is Self-Doubt. I know that by now I should be ahead. I wish that I told you how close to the edge I was, keeping my mouth up by tilting my head back in the water and gasping for air. I'm afraid that I'm going to drown. The voices have got too loud. You think if I call for help that they would come and pull me out. I've been too afraid to shout. I've been held back by my self-doubt. And now in my darkest hour, my greatest power is in vulnerability. Why does it hurt the worst to let them see you bleed? If I could swim to the shore or sink like a stone, what would it matter? I'd still be alone. I could swallow it all and keep it inside, then let it all out. One tear at a time, I could cry a whole ocean for you. And hope you don't drown in it too. But then if you called for help, well, I would come and pull you out. You'd been too afraid to shout. You'd been held back by your self-doubt. And now in your darkest hour, your greatest power is in vulnerability. Why does it hurt the worst to let them
them see you bleed. It always hurts the worst to let them see you bleed. Why does it hurt the worst to let them see me bleed?
An original of mine, brand new. That one is called Self-Doubt. Thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful beans, for all this cuteness. That was for my darling bean, Baldy. Baldy, thank you for being so incredibly kind and giving and sweet. Right, next up, I have got a project request for Geeks. Geeks has asked that I play Saturn, which I would absolutely love to play for you. This is my favourite song by Sleeping at Last. I've released this one as a cover, so you can listen to this as many times as you like. I'm going to play it to you with the full production. Right, let me just make sure I get the right key for this, because last time, for some reason, I didn't. Wow, robot, hello. Okay. Pretty sure it's G minor. Right, must be. Okay, beans, here we go. This is Saturn.
You told me the courage of stars before you left. How light carries on endlessly, even after death. With shortness of breath, you explain the infinite. How rare and beautiful it is to even exist. I couldn't help but ask for you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. With shortness of breath, you explain the infinite. How rare and beautiful it is to even exist. I couldn't help but ask for you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. I couldn't help but ask for you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes. forever beautiful. Truly is that we exist.
God, what a magical song. That was Saturn by Sleeping at Last, and I have released that one as a single, so you can listen to that as many times as you want. Hello, Stephen. It's a pleasure to have you here. AB Mineral. Hello, my lovely Ray Cody Freeman. Bless your face. Thank you, Beans, for all this love. Thank you for the on-screen celebration from my dad. I forgot about that. That's such a cool thing. I love that we can do an on-screen celebration. Right. Okay. Coming up for you next, I think it's time for another original. And shall we have... I saw someone request last time that I play The Hush. Now, The Hush is always going to be a very special song to me because it's the very first song that I wrote when I was 15 years old. Well, the first complete song. I'd written little bits and bobs, maybe as a child, but The Hush was my first full sit down at the piano and write an entire song. I've never released this one, and I don't know why. I don't know why, we just haven't done it. But we've got the full production here, so I'm going to play this to you with the full production. This is The Hush.
A tear provoked by the silence, it fell down, coming ever closer to the ground, the same ground that we used to walk together. A whisper, a sign to show there's someone else right there, just trying to make it some way to the end. The same air that we used to breathe together. And time is slipping away without you. And time is slipping away tonight, tonight. The hush, the perfect still of all that's said and done. We wait here in the quiet, we won't run. The quiet speaks much louder than your heart. And though it's hurting me, and though it breaks my heart to see a tear provoked by the silence falling down, coming ever closer to the ground, the same ground that we used to walk together. And time is slipping away without you. And time is slipping away tonight, tonight.
An original of mine, that one is called The Hush, and it's not yet released. So currently the only place you can hear that is on stream or in the VODs, of course. On the YouTubes. Thank you so much. Thank you, lovely beans. Thanks for all this love and cuteness. I've just seen we're 6 subscribers away from 1,000 subs. That is you snuck those in this stream. You absolutely snuck in the subs. Bless you, beans. Dado Vici, thank you so much for your 13th month of resubscribing. Bless your face. Thank you with all of my heart. Right, gosh, the warmth this evening is delightful and delicious. I'm not complaining that I'm warm, but I'm so warm. I'm going to play for you. Hello, Sugar Skulls. How are you, love? Thank you for that 500 bit cheer. Bless your face. Thank you with all my heart and soul. I'm going to play for you. I'm having a battle in my head about what to play next. A battle. I'll tell you what wins in a moment. God, they're fighting it out in there. It's a crazy battle. Okay. Right. Seeing as this was requested, and also Beaver Baz mentioned this, Elastic Heart by Sia up next. It's been a long time since I played this. My goodness.
And another one bites the dust. But why can I not conquer love? And I might have thought that we were one. Wanted to fight this war without weapons. And I wanted it so bad. But there were so many red flags. Then another one bites the dust. Yeah, let's be clear, I trust no one. You did not break me. I'm still fighting for peace. Well, I've got a thick skin and an elastic heart, but your blade, it might be too sharp. I'm like a rubber band till you pull too hard. But I may snap when I move fast. You won't see me fall apart, 'cause I've got an elastic heart. And I will stay up through the night, but let's be clear, won't close my eyes. And I know that I can survive. I walked through fire to save my life, and I want my life so bad. I'm doing everything I can. Then another one bites the dust. It's hard to lose a chosen one. You did not break me. I'm still fighting for peace. Well, I've got a thick skin and an elastic heart, but your blade, it might be too sharp. I'm like a rubber band till you pull too hard. But I may snap when I move fast. You won't see me fall apart, 'cause I've got an elastic heart. 'Cause I've got an elastic heart.
by Sia. That was Elastic Heart. Such a beautiful song. I've not listened to that for such a long time. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Lennox. It's a pleasure to have you here. Anyone that I've not said hello to this evening, welcome. And to those of you pressing follow, thank you so much. Jeffrey says, I just got in and who is on stream? Surprise Friday night performance here. Very unusual. A very unusual Friday night slot for us, Beans. But may I say, I'm enjoying it so much. I love a Friday night show. There's also something extra special about going live when it's dark. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like an extra sparkly show atmosphere. Rincewind, hello, there you are, Rincewind. It's so great to see you. How are you, my darling Bean? Right, I'm going to play for you, beautiful Beans. An original. And the original that I'm going to play for you is going to be my brand new single coming out next Friday. Wow, we're getting a lot of robot. The robot is here. This is Moon Song.
Watch the moon, it'll fall too soon. Nights with you always take away the blues. Eyes on the horizon, gravitating to the who the hell am I then when I'm not with you? Drift to sleep on the wing of a dove, falling deep and soaring over the horizon, way beyond the moon, finding out who I am when I'm not with you, when I'm not with you. When I'm not with you.
An original of mine called Moon Song. That one comes out on the 28th of July. Now, Beans, if you would like to press pre-save, it is the most incredibly helpful thing that you could do. In the week building up to the release on Spotify, the more pre-saves we get, the more Spotify will help us out and make us visible. So thank you all to all of you that have already pressed pre-save. So many of you have. It's a one-click pre-save, so all you've got to do is click that link in chat and it will be pre-saved for you. I think, right? It's a one-click pre-save. So thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's always a hassle to click a link. I'm so aware of that, and I agree with you. I always find it a hassle to click links, and so for those of you that do that take the time and shoulder the hassle, thank you so much. It is so appreciated. Thank you everybody for such a beautiful Friday night. I'll be back with you on Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. BST. That is Sunday afternoon 4 p.m. BST for the next stream. There's no Saturday stream tomorrow. I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, so there will be a Sunday stream, however, and then we've got the release week. So there'll be, I don't know what the schedule's going to be for the release week. I will tell you on Sunday. But I'm excited. That's all I can say. I'm very excited. Scorpion Redtooth, good evening. What a pleasure it is to have you here. I am so sorry to say that I have just ended the stream. We are going to go and do a raid now. So join us as we go and raid someone together with your beautiful beans too. Thank you so much. A massive shout out to Scorpion Redtooth. Thank you for coming over here, you absolute sweetheart. I'm going to be back with you Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. BST. That is Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. BST. And right now we're going to go and do a raid. Who have we got live this evening? Oh, Adele and Andy are live. Oh, what a treat. Adele and Andy. Have I done that correctly? Yes, I have. Fantastic. Thank you so much to my team of absolutely outstanding moderators. Thank you for taking such beautiful care of me and all of the beans. Thank you to each and every one of you beans for bringing the most extraordinary amount of love into my life. I love you all with my whole heart and soul. I can't wait to see you on Sunday. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. Until next time, it's time for me to say over and outro.